gave them everything. Your time, your trust, your heart, and they looked you dead in the eye and told you it was never enough. You started to wonder, maybe they're right. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am too needy, too sensitive, too broken. But here's the truth. You weren't broken. You were being dismantled by someone who needed you small so they could feel big. But remember, it was always their mirror that was broken, not yours. Welcome to Shattered Mirrors. I'm Aaron. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist. I'm just somebody who's lived through the experience of narcissistic abuse. I'm somebody who found out the hard way and took some notes. And today, we're going back to basics. Because before we can talk about the tactics, before we can break down the love bombing, the silent treatment and the smear campaigns, we need to name that one thing in the room. So let's talk about what a narcissist really is. Now, I want to be clear about something right at the start. Now, the word narcissist gets thrown around a lot these days, and I can see why that might bother some people. Your ex who cheated is not necessarily a narcissist. Your boss who takes credit for your work might just be a bad leader. Not every person in the room has a personality disorder, and it's important that we don't water down the meaning of the word. But here's the thing. When you've lived with one, when you've been in a relationship with somebody who has genuine narcissistic traits, or even better, full-blown narcissistic personality disorder, you know the difference. It's not just someone being selfish on a bad day, it's a pattern, a consistent, calculated, soul-crushing pattern that leaves you questioning your own reality. So what are the actual traits we're talking about? Let me talk you through the big ones. The first one is grandiosity. This is the inflated sense of self-importance. They believe they're special, unique, and superior to everyone else around them. They expect to be recognized as exceptional, even though they've done nothing to earn it. Then there's entitlement. This is the belief that rules don't apply to them, like they deserve special treatment just for simply existing. Your needs, your boundaries, your feelings, well, these are just obstacles that get in the way of what they want. Next comes the big one, lack of empathy. And this cuts really deep. They cannot or will not recognise your emotions as real. Your pain is an inconvenience. Your joy is competition. You exist only in relation to them. Oh, and not forgetting there's also the need for constant admiration. Think of it like this, like a bucket with a hole in the bottom of it. No matter how much praise, love and attention you pour into it, it just drains out. They're constantly running on empty, and they'll drain everyone else around them too, until they can get it filled back up again. They're just trying to fill that void. And in the clinical world, they call this narcissistic supply. Your attention, your fears, and even your confusion, it all feeds them. And finally, there's exploitation. They use people. Relationships aren't connections, they're transactions to them. You're not a partner, you're a resource. And when you stop becoming useful, well, they dispose of you. Now, I'm not asking you to feel sorry for them. Understanding isn't the same as excusing, but knowing why they operate the way they do helps you see through the fog. It helps you realise that their behaviour were never about you. You were just the closest source of supply. Let me show you how these traits play out in real life, because it's one thing to read a list and it's another to live it. Picture this, right? You've been running yourself ragged, work's been brutal, you're exhausted, and you tell your partner that you need a quiet night in. Just you, the sofa, and maybe a film. Nothing complicated. You're setting a simple, healthy boundary. And they say, fine, I'll do it on my own then. I were really looking forward to introducing you to my friends, but obviously that don't matter to you. I don't know why I bother making plans with you. You're so selfish sometimes. Now, just look at what happened there. You expressed a need, a reasonable one, and within seconds, you're the villain. You're selfish. You don't care about them. They've flipped it completely, and now you're the one apologising for being tired. You see, this is the pattern. Your boundaries are an attack on them. Your needs are evidence of your flaws. And slowly, without even realising it, you just stop setting boundaries altogether, because keeping them happy has become your full-time job. And here's what makes it so effective. The narcissist genuinely believes their version of events. They're not just lying to you, they've convinced themselves, which almost makes it impossible to win an argument with them. Because you're not just fighting their words, you're fighting their entire constructed reality. That's called gaslighting, and that's one of their most powerful tools. So what do you do when you recognise the pattern? Firstly, and I can't stress this enough, you need to stop trying to fix them. And I know that's hard to hear, especially if you're someone who loves deeply and believes in second chances, who thinks that with enough patience and understanding, they'll finally see you. But narcissism isn't a rough patch. It's not something you can love them out of. It's a deeply ingrained way of operating in the world. And no amount of your sacrifice will change it. The single most powerful thing you can do is called the grey rock method. You become boring, uninterested. You don't react to the provocations. You don't engage with their drama. You give them short, neutral answers and nothing else. Okay, I see. That's fine. You starve them out of the emotional reaction that they crave. Now, if you're able to, and I know not everyone is, the healthiest option is often no contact. Complete removal from the life. Block the number. Remove them from social media. Don't respond to the messages. They'll often pop up when the supply has dried up. Because, oh yeah, those messages will come. They'll try kindness first, then guilt, and then anger. They'll use mutual friends, family, anything to get a reaction from you. But here's what I need you to know. Their pain, their anger, their desperate attempts to pull you back in, that's not your responsibility. You've spent long enough carrying their emotional weight. It's time to put that burden down. And I know why you're here today. You're looking for answers. You're trying to make sense of someone who never made sense. And I want you to know something. That's not weakness. That's what happens when someone tries to rewrite your reality. But you found your way here. You're asking the right questions, and that tells me something important. The fog's lifting. You're starting to see. And once you start to see them clearly, they start to lose the power. You're not too much. You're not too little. You're not broken. You are simply standing in front of a shattered mirror. I'm Aaron, this is Shattered Mirrors, and I'll see you on the next one. So if this video gave you a moment of clarity or just validated the hell of what you've been living through, then please do me a favour. Hit that like button, not for my vanity, but to send a signal through the noise. It tells the algorithms to send this video to someone else who still thinks they're crazy, someone else who's still trapped. And if you want to keep walking this path to freedom with us, then please subscribe. Let's get the truth out there.